The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, buddy? It is Jason David Frank, the guy with the 3 first names and many, many other colors of Power Rangers. I understand you have a YouTube channel where you do what ifs. That's pretty cool, dude. Anyway, just want to send you my love. Without you guys, wouldn't be here. And just want to do a big shout out to Did Man Bones. That's your online name, and I just wanted to give you a big shout out. And you know it's morphin time, but the night is ours. All right, buddy, ready? And it's morphin time.
Welcome, Deadites, to part 10 of What If Izuku Midoriya, or rather, Izuku Bakugo, had a quirk. Now, Nana is well over a month late, so yeah, she's preggers. It's been about 5 to 6 weeks, and it helps that a certain someone can see an energy signature in her. But yeah, for the sake of the other 2 options, I'm going to take you guys back several weeks to about a few days to a week after part 9. When Masaru received the information, he was quite unsettled, and he kicked Mitsuki out of the house. Katsuki would tell his mom how much of a mess she made. You should have admitted it to yourself sooner. Now you just gone and hurt Dad. His dad isn't really in the mood to see either of you. He sent me with these. Katsuki hands his mom divorce papers. Attached to the papers was a letter.
Mitsuki, I love you, but I can't be as strong as Izzy's girls. I guess you're a part of that now too, huh? I wish your new family nothing but the best, but in all honesty, I just can't do it. A part of me had always known since you had Inko, and honestly, I'm surprised it took this long. With these papers, I set you free. Formerly yours, Masaru.
Mitsuki began to fall to her knees, but Katsuki, ever the good son, caught his pregnant mother before she fell. When she was able to collect herself, she went to her office at Izzy's place and brought Katsuki along with her. Long story short, Mitsuki would not be paying alimony or child support of any kind. Masaru's letter vehemently refused both subjects. That was fine by her, but she wasn't going to let the father of her son go without a roof over his head and some means of breadwinning. Mitsuki wrote up a letter of her own.
Masaru, I shall honor your intentions, but add 2 of my own. That house is now yours. Satsuki has opted to live with you, so please allow Inko to see her big brother every now and again. Second, you now possess a minority amount of stocks in my firm. It's not big, but it's enough to keep you and Katsuki on your feet. Please do not reject this.
Mitsuki handed her son the signed documents and the heartfelt letter. They hugged and he went on his way. Katsuki was still barred from seeing Inko, and at this point, Katsuki was still barred from seeing Inko at this point. Mitsuki wasn't going to contradict Izzy's decision on that matter. Katsuki had indeed crossed the line, even if he didn't mean a single word of it. Mitsuki slumped down in her chair and cried. Ochako and Melissa overheard this and gave her a hug. It's okay. Let it out. We're here for you. At Melissa's reassuring words, Mitsuki let the dam break. If you're wondering about Mitsuki's little episode, Mitsuki had business to take care of in the city, and Izzy wanted to be there for her, but she told him to keep training and not to enjoy his time with Nana too much. A part of her just knew even before it was confirmed that Nana was definitely knocked up. Let's go back to the training camp. Since Inko loves using Sound Sonic, she gets paired with Miki quite often. But I want to play with Daddy! Sorihiko sighs. There will be plenty of time for that later, young lady. Since you insist on using Sound Sonic as your primary quirk, Miki is the best partner for you to have. Inko grumbles. But Daddy has 6 slots. He can handle me. Just when she said that, Inko got hit with a debuff of tempo decrease and took a sonic blast to the back. Stay focused, Toots. Miki got us real good. Aw, what's the matter? Little Spitfire feeling lonely? Auntie Miki can keep you company. Miki was expecting shockwaves via the base cannon, an attack that they share, but she would be sorely mistaken. Shinigami have Shunpo, Arankar have the Sonido, Quincy have the Hyren Hyaku, while Spitfire has Reverb. She pretty much swept past quickly to the point where Miki lost sight of her. Now, Miki forgot that Inko and Izzy have mastered that part of her quirk and full well know how to cancel the negative effects. Inko was literally, like I said, behind Miki in nanoseconds. This is where I'd like to remind you that Inko now has 3 slots. So I realize that Torino's quirk is also named Jet. So for the sake of sanity, I'll just call the Plus Ultra version Turbo Jet. It got even stronger when the combo quirk mentioned ate it. So yeah, needless to say, Gravitex and Detonate and Sound Sonic have gotten stronger. Yes, I admit, listed 3. You can really do Turbo Jet with 2 of either of those 3, but if you have all 3, you get something even better. Hyper Jet. To which she does, well, have. She doesn't have right now. Unfortunately, she's just using Gravitex and Sound Sonic. Her 3rd slot, Torrent. Now, she disappeared. What she did was rise up from a small puddle of water, and then out goes this big old shark made out of water, and it just took a big old bite out of Miki. She was ruthless because, well, she can heal it if she's using healing waters, which, since she's using Torrent, she can do. Now, Miki wasn't expecting that, but Torino was expecting something like that. Now, that bite was one thing, but the water had clearly entered her lungs. So Miki kind of passed out, and before she could drown, Inko made the water leave her lungs. It was quite painful. Huh, so you can come and go from the water as any body of water you please, huh? Now that's terrifying, especially if you can do it, so can your dad. Or maybe he already could, since he's been using Torrent for years. Sorihiko was quite done scaring himself. He didn't want the mental scars that came with the thought. But speaking of scars, Dobby was getting his treatment.
Rian, are you sure it's a good idea to do this in one go?
I'm positive, Izzy. What better way to test our newly upgraded healing waters We haven't given it a practical use since Toshi's dumb self swallowed it. Good point, hun.
Izzy readied himself for this.
Are you ready for this, Toya?
Dobby sighed. Let's do this, Izzy. The process took a few hours, but it was done. However, there was an interesting transformation during the process. His hair went from jet black to ash white, back to bright red. For the sake of story purposes, what does Dobby do with his hair and face, for that matter?
So, you dye your hair. Mickey is gonna be all over you, my dude. You're actually kinda hot now that I look at you.
Dobby took the compliment, knowing full well that's all that was. Izzy's interest is purely in women, but he knows an attractive guy when he sees one. Hell, he is one after all. Thanks. You're not bad yourself. Nana picked that moment to step in.
Damn right he is.
She practically heard that line while holding on to his chest. Like I said in the last part, love for Izzy isn't a thing in her heart at this moment, but she's definitely interested after how he performed last time. And if she had her way, she'd be getting another taste. Not like she needs it though, but she doesn't know that at this moment, and Mitsuki's feeling is just that for now. A feeling. Izzy heads back down for town for a moment to help Mitsuki settle in. Since Katsuki is bringing her essentials to the house because Masaru wants nothing to do with either of them at the moment, Mitsuki is preparing herself and Ochako for maternity. Ochako is obviously going to have questions, and she's done this, 3 times now. So she'll have answers. Let's not forget about Bunny, who is, at this point, an actual doctor. Some strings got pulled, and, she got her license back. Izzy was rather surprised when he noticed her energy signature.
So he finally knocked you up. I could kiss him, but I don't think y'all would very much like that, huh?
Izzy decided to just turn into vapor and head to Melissa, who was working on new suits for the high-rise with her father, who was in town as well. Don't worry, hun. I'm sure it will happen for you soon enough. The high-rise needed retrofitted. It was now a space station and needed equipment for handling hull repairs and the like, spacing equipment, pretty much. That's when she thought about it. Izzy and Inko had been out there already. Knowing her man, she assumed he designed the suits to be space ready to begin with. The sci-fi nerd in him wanting to do something like fly to the moon or some such jazz. Melissa was met with a gentle embrace.
Good afternoon, honey. Having yourself some fun with your dad?
Melissa giggles at that.
Yes, actually. We haven't worked like this since the high-rise was invented. This is fantastic. Did you get any leads on who caused this, though?
Izzy scratched his head, and that was all the confirmation that Melissa needed. He had nothing. However, the rest of the Ultras were about to be introduced to one such force. The crew were relaxing after this morning's training. They've earned a little rest, but that rest required a bit of work on everyone. They basically made a pooled lounge by their quirks combined, which once again isn't hard to do since Inko was playing around with Torrent at the moment. The pool itself was really, really big. It was gigantic and rather deep. Inko put on a swimsuit and went down without coming up. Everyone was worried for a moment, short of Miki.
She can breathe underwater, guys. Even if she couldn't do it with Torrent, she can also make an air bubble with Sound Sonic. I mean, I can do that too, but it's just harder for me. Damn, Plus Ultra really is OP, huh?
Inko came up and got out of the water just in time to see the shadowy figure from the last part attack her friends and mentors. A massive shockwave struck everyone short of Nana and Inko down.
Ha! Boom, baby! It's a shame he's not here, but you lot will have to do.
Everyone regained their senses at the same time. Nana made a beat for the attacker, and a shockwave was sent her way. Before the attack could connect with Nana, a rising dragon could be seen approaching the assailant. I suppose this would be Ice Rise Dragon. Nana flew out of the way, and Dobby took the chance to hurl a fireball at the assailant. It connects, then Torino sends her flying down off the board she was on. He didn't even feel bad that it was a child. However, he wasn't ready for the counterattack. The board she was riding emitted a massive shockwave comparable to a sonic boom, and Torino was knocked out. Nana grabbed him and took him to safety. When Miki laid eyes on the child, she was speechless.
Hi, Auntie.
That knocked her out of it.
How? Kiki told Miki the baby didn't make it.
The girl, now revealed to be Miki's niece, laughed.
Well, it would appear that Kiki didn't love ye. The only one that's dead is her, and soon to be all of you. But I have some business to deal with.
A pack of wolves made of ice hum at Miki's niece, and they get blasted. This time Inko sees the quirk unobstructed.
How do you have sound sonic? That's my favorite quirk you're slinging around.
The girl went silent for a second.
Your favorite quirk? You have his quirk? How is that fair? Now I see why he cares so much about you. Well, he'll be sad in a minute.
The niece declares.
Who are you and why do you have that quirk? She laughed. Who am I? Who am I? Bitch, do you know what you're saying? I'm the loser of the game that you didn't even know you were playing. I've seen the pictures and the videos. Oh, I most certainly did. Oh, how nice it might be to finally kill his other kid.
Before the girl could strike at Inko with her violin bow that was definitely bladed or had some kind of hypersonic thread to it, it was smacked out of her hand by a strong torrent of water. Aria Annabeth Bakugo, that is enough! Leave your sister alone! Everyone went silent.
You know my name. Oh, Daddy, you know my name. So that means you knew I existed and didn't come to see me in that place? Why?
Izzy sighs. You said it yourself. Your mother is a bit of a manipulative bitch. I was with your mother for a few months, and we were happy while she was pregnant. But when she found out about Inko, she banned me from her and you. The watchdogs got involved and said that if she didn't at least allow me to hold you and name you, she'd lose the respect of every male in the high rise and many females, especially in the watchdogs. I know every scrape, every scar on your body. I saw your first steps. I heard your first word. Never let a second go by without thinking that I don't love you. Treble clef. That cemented it. He really was there for her and was merely following the wishes of her mother, Kiki. Izzy gave Aria a love-filled hug, and Reinforce slipped right into her ear and worked her magic. Someone had been messing with her head, cranking her up, and they were going to find out who. That just wasn't cool. While Reinforce did confirm that she attacked the facility of her own will, she was merely a loaded gun, and they needed to find out who pointed her at them. However, Aria had nothing. She never saw his face, and his voice was clearly not his. It was like through some modulator or something. Now, before you all ask how she got a plus ultra quirk, remember that plus ultra is all about evolution. I'm gonna say that a tiny trace of energy mimic was recessive in her. So when Izzy got plus ultra, her quirk awakened early, might I add. It became sound sonic. It doesn't help that a certain Inko keeps using that quirk, so it's gonna be plenty powerful for her. I bet some of that last part makes sense now, huh?
Izzy, I need you to knock me up.
What the?
Why? Aria is severely mentally unstable, partially due to Kiki's mothering methods, and partially due to whatever was done to her. I'm going to give her a child of mine, but they'll need a name.
So, last poll. What is the name of this new child going in Aria? Bit, male. Bite, female. Back to the time we started in. So I've got bad news as far as Melissa goes. She had various tests run on her and found out that she was in fact infertile and could not have children. It was Mitsuki's turn to comfort Melissa with a hugging and a kiss. Aria came walking in to wipe the tears from Melissa's eyes.
Why are you crying, Mommy?
In the month or so that she's been with them, Aria had come to see the girls, Nana included, as her mothers, but really took to Melissa. Melissa realized that she had 2 lovely children here and 3 on the way. Izzy was going to say something along those lines, but she had come to the conclusion on her own. Then he got a good look at Ochako and saw 3 energy signatures in her. Well, this is going to be fun. Now, I know I usually don't say this, but if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe maybe, hit that bell icon, because the trailer for the 1,000 subs special is coming right after the sign-off. Rest easy, Deadites, and remember, the night is ours.